Well, welcome back to Heartroot. This is Sty North here at Camp Wilderness Thriving Fundamentals. Today we're going to do a couple of little videos. One's going to be on selecting that perfect campsite. Nothing in the world's perfect, but we're going to get close to it. The other little video we're going to do is the quick setup of a simple tarp shelter. I hope you enjoy both of them, and we'll try to keep them as short as possible, but as informative as possible. Thanks for coming and watching us, and stay tuned. Well, look at here. This looks like a pretty good spot. There's a small amount of debris on the ground, all of which is good for getting your fire laid put together, but not so much that you got a half hour, 45 minutes of cleaning up. It's generally level. It's got a slight downhill slope, not much. Just enough that if it rains hard and you have your shelter facing the downhill grade, you should stay fairly dry. The water, you can set up a barrier, let the water run around your shelter. So I think this is a pretty good spot. I think a person could fare quite well in here, and it's quite a space, good space. You got this nice pine tree, and you got this popple over here. Looks like a good sturdy popple. You could string a line here, put your shelter right here. Nice spot. But no, it's not. And we're going to show you why. Now take a quick look as I turn. What do we got there? Excuse my creaky tripod, it makes a lot of noise, but see what we have here? Oh my gosh, look at that thing. All the way up to over the top of that nice camping area. That tree is about, I'd say 8 to 10 inches around at the base. It's dead, it broke off of the stump, and a heavy wind could bring that thing right down out of those tops, right into this nice camp area. So, either we knock that tree down and make it safe, which isn't always safe, knocking a tree down, or we move on and we find ourselves a better campsite. Well, instead of putting all that work into trying to knock that tree down, I think we're going to take a look and try to find another campsite. So hang on, folks. There's campsites galore out here. You can camp almost anywhere. One of the other things about this site that's a little unfavorable is off here to the left, down at the bottom of this hill, there's a slough. And it's got a small amount of standing water in it, which a small amount of standing water concerns me, because tonight there'll be a huge hatch of mosquitoes coming off of that slough, that little pond. And you're going to be up here dealing with them. So let's take a look around, find it's a different campsite. Hang tight. Well, folks, I think we found a good site. This area is really nice. There's not a lot of debris. It's pretty clean. Got a slight downhill slope. Not much, just a little. Just enough to keep the water moving away from your shelter. Wouldn't take much at all to clean this up. I was looking around. There's all the resources you would need to get your fire ready. You probably just within 30, 40 feet of here, you probably got 4 or 5 days worth of wood. It's got a lot of resources laying here. I don't know if you can see it all, but I'm going to move the camera and show some things. Well, that's Blondie. She's not a resource. I'd have to be pretty hungry to consider her a resource. But laying right there, you can see right here, there's quite large dead birch tree. A lot of birch bark to harvest off there, and laying all about it over here, there's more birch, and there's more back behind that group of birch back here. And there's a lot of, you can see there's a lot of wood laying around right back there. A lot of wood. Good resources. Now if you take a look, I'll just scan real quick. I checked out all around the canopy and I can't find a single deadfall or widowmaker, anything that I would have to worry about. No dead trees that are ready to fall. So, and it's a nice area. In fact, there's a little group of pines right there in front. I think I would trim those up a little bit, make myself a little camp chair and sit in the shade over there. So yeah, I think we found that great campsite we're looking for. Excuse me, I'm sweating like a madman here because it's about 86 degrees, but it's about 96% humidity today. So it's quite hot. I work up a sweat just thinking about working, so please excuse that. But again, this area is nice and large. I looked at the canopy. You've got a good probably 35-40 feet to the canopy right here. You could have yourself a nice fire pit right here and have no worries about the canopy up above you. It's secluded, protected. In heavy winds, you're surrounded by good heavy timber all around. And the prevailing winds come out of the west, and that's the thickest side of our wooded area, and with good, large, healthy trees. So, yes, this is a pretty good site. We're not far from water. Probably about a 5-minute walk to a water source, and I think this would do it. In fact, I think what we'll do is, in our next little video, I might take this site and just throw up a real quick temporary tarp shelter, just to show you how fast you can actually set one up and just what to expect when you are setting one up and how easy it is. So let's move on. Next time it'll be tarp shelter. And thanks for following me around in the woods trying to find that perfect little campsite. So here we go. Till next time. This is Stein North. And from Big Jim and Rory, they all say hi, and we don't want to see you here at Camp WTF. So give us a call, email us, keep tabs on our videos, because we want to meet you and we want you to meet the outdoors. Have a good day. Later.